Now, I can ask you about the places you have lived. Did you see a significant difference between, say, maybe the UK, Japan, and India in terms of colorism and how people may have treated you?
Yeah, so different but the same, if you know what I mean, because the colorism narrative across the world is the same. And the perceptions of colorism are that light skin is uh, superior, essentially, in every sense. And it's, light skin is seen as desirable, it's seen as beautiful, it's seen as a status of wealth. It's seen as the perception is that you're more intelligent if you're lighter, you're more educated if you're lighter. So all these perceptions that colorism has bring us to what we see around the world everywhere, essentially, which is classism, right? Um, in Japan, the colorism narrative is prevalent because of classism. As such, the narrative that they follow, or I would like, I don't, this is a strong word to use, but I guess it's what they go by, so it's what they believe, is that if you are of a darker skin tone, then you belong to a poorer class or a poorer family, or peasants working out in the fields, etc. Um, the same goes for colonial times, right? That's the narrative that was uh, very much kind of practiced on a daily basis or believed in. Um, and likewise, in India, colorism is still very prevalent, sadly, because of uh, you know colonialistic ideologies and casteism as well. So again, the lighter your skin, you're likely to be from a higher caste. You're likely to be of a higher social status. You're seen as more beautiful. Skin whitening products that are sold in the country and in Japan, not just in India, are sold to primarily women, um, using the kind of beauty narrative and the beauty standards narrative to target women, to push them to use these products for them to be more beautiful, more desirable. So that narrative, I have to say, the very first one, that light skin is beautiful, fair is beautiful, as per a lot of skin whitening creams that you see around the world, not just in India or Japan. I traveled to Turkey, I traveled to Egypt, I saw skin whitening products sold widely there. I traveled to Thailand, skin whitening products were sold widely there. Um, the fair is beautiful narrative is, I would say, by far the most widespread, most uh, abused narrative by the skin whitening industry to sell what they want to sell to their female market.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You made some very interesting points. And I can speak for myself, being an African American. A lot of times, we struggle to know our own history, let alone the history of the world, and we don't realize that colonialism and slavery was a global thing. So people in
Mm,
India went through something similar that we went through. People in Jamaica and Brazil went through something similar that we went through. So all the
mhm,
most of the countries that I visit, like you say, the whiter you are, you're in the higher class. Like I studied abroad in Dominican Republic. The average Dominican was brown skin, my color, maybe a little darker, maybe a
mm,
little lighter. But the tourist areas, the commercials, the ads, the college campus, the professors, you'll see lighter Dominicans or even white Dominicans.
mhm.
You know, the people that took out the trash, the people that worked in the cafeteria, the people that cleaned the bathrooms, the security guards, they were all dark skinned people, so
Yeah, yeah.
it was very, very
I
evident.
mean, Japan was never colonized, but growing up in Japan, I saw colorism being practiced there overtly with skin whitening products and the beauty narrative. Um, I guess it somehow demonstrates how it's not just about colonialistic ideologies, but somehow the narrative that light skin is a symbol of class, upper class, has somehow traveled across the world.
yeah, definitely. Like you say, it's so much at stake now to where it's probably $1 billion industry because when I did visit Asia, like you said, places like Thailand and the Philippines, it seems like they have entire aisles of skin lightening or skin
Mm-hmm.
bleaching or whatever you want to call it
Mm-hmm.
products. And when I buy lotion or soap, I have to really take my time. Even in Africa, I have to really look at what I'm buying because it might
Mm-hmm.
affect my skin. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's so
Yeah.
normal.
So the skin
Okay,
whitening
okay.
industry, the global industry, was valued at $8 billion in 2020. 8 billion. And it's projected to increase to 12 billion by 2026.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's
It's a
sad, but
huge
it's like, go ahead.
it's a huge industry. Huge. And the problem is
Yeah.
worsening. It's not getting any better. There are lots of people that um, will fight back any anti-colorism activism by saying it's not a problem anymore. Those were different days and things have changed now. But the skin whitening industry and its growth proves otherwise, that actually the problem is worsening, not getting better.